Hey there, YouTubers. Polly and I thought, since we've been talking about bells and barrels lately and basically trying to understand the parts of the clarinet a little better, we would share a little bit of information maybe to help you get an overview of the clarinet. One of the things that's been most helpful to me has been a thing called the four causes. Aristotle came up with that about 2,000 years ago, so I guess the information hasn't quite hit the street yet. But anyway, the four causes have been very helpful to me in being able to understand the clarinet and to basically get things in perspective, so that certain things don't go completely haywire. I don't get myopic. What it enables me to do is to talk about the parts of the clarinet and at the same time be able to keep in mind the entire clarinet. Let's see if I can explain better what I mean. Let's say if someone showed me an elephant's ear, if I'd never seen an elephant, I could even hold that ear in my hands, probably get a lot closer to that than I would be able to if I were around a real elephant. I could get very close, I could examine it with a microscope, but if I'd never seen an elephant, Lord knows what I might think that the ear is. Maybe a huge leaf from a huge tree, or any number of things. So being able to see the whole helps you really understand the parts much better. So seeing the elephant, I understand exactly what the ear is and what it does and why it is like it is. So anyway, that's sort of our goal, is to be able to talk about the individual things of the clarinet and examine them and help and understand them better, but understand them in the light of the relationship of everything else in the clarinet. And the four causes are a big help to doing that. Let's talk about those. Now, Aristotle says there are essentially four causes for any given thing, whether it's maybe something God has made or something that man makes in imitation of God. And the causes sort of go like this. The first cause is called the material cause. The second cause is called the formal cause. The third cause is called the efficient cause. And the fourth cause is called the final cause. Okay, that sounds kind of abstract, but let's see if we can break it down into practical terms. Let's say a candle. What is the material cause of a candle? Well, we have wax and we have string. And what is its formal cause? And the formal cause is basically, what kind of shape does it take? Well, it's a cylinder or some kind of stick that is used to sustain fire. So fire doesn't burn out, okay? And the efficient cause, well, the efficient cause is really simple. The efficient cause is the candle maker, the old candle maker, right? Now, what about the final cause? Well, the final cause of the candle is to give light, is to spread light into the darkness. So now, all those, the formal cause, the material cause, the efficient cause, all those causes are simply a means to an end. And the final cause is the only reason that those other three causes exist at all. What can that tell us about the clarinet? Well, what is the material cause of the clarinet? Well, the material cause is whatever the body is made out of, wood or hard rubber or plastic, and then metal, just the various materials that you would construct clarinets from. The formal cause is to create a closed pipe so you can produce sound with a reed. All right, and the efficient cause, that's the clarinet maker, whoever builds it. And the final cause, is it just producing sound? No, it's not. It's producing the musical sound phrase. So in other words, a lot of connected sounds, because music, of course, is made up of many different pitches, but it's also made up of different rhythms and different dynamics. So it's a sound phrase, and that phrase includes pitches, rhythms, and dynamics. So that's the final cause of the clarinet, is to produce the musical sound phrase on that closed pipe by means of a vibrating reed. Well, that can tell us a lot about how people think about the clarinet, and how their thinking often falls short. They get stuck in some of the sideshows, and they don't really get to the meat of the matter when it comes to really thinking about the clarinet. Let's talk about that next. Let me explain to you what I mean about getting caught up in the sideshows. Remember I said that the first three, the material, formal, and efficient causes, are simply the means to the final cause. If there were no final cause, there would be no reason whatsoever for any of these other things to exist. They all serve this one final goal, okay? So let's say, what would a clarinet player be thinking like if he got tied up only in the material cause? He would say, well, I only play clarinets made from such and such material. I only play clarinets made from wood or from plastic or from this, or I only play mouthpieces made of this or that, or I only play reeds that are made, I would never try a reed made of this or that. This clarinet player is hung up on the material cause. If something is not made from that material, you'll have nothing to do with it. Well, you don't want to get stuck there. That's stuck in a rut, because you might find something made of a material that's not traditional that might be, really terrific. I think we found that out about some synthetic reeds lately, because they've gotten better than they ever have, and many other things too. So don't get stuck in the material cause. It's a sideshow.